Namaskar. Honorable Chief Minister, Sarvanand ji, who's just got to travel, so he's left. Saikia ji, Pabitra ji, Baijent Panda ji, and all other dignitaries in the dais. Today, the BJP is placing before the people of Assam its Sankalp Patra, the manifesto before any election. But before I speak about the details which are in the manifesto, about what we promise, I want to speak about what we have already done, because this manifesto is to build on a decade of delivery. When I look at Assam, for some reasons, from the perspective of a union finance ministry, at the fiscal transfers, the investment data, the growth numbers, what I see is a state that has been transformed in 10 years in ways that 6 decades of Congress rule could never have achieved. That is the kind of achievement Assam has seen in the last 10 years. Today I want to lay that record before the people of Assam. So first to lay the records before you, and then of course to speak on the promises which have been given. I'll start with the economic transformation of Assam. Assam's GSDP, the state's domestic product, in 2015-16 was 2.24 lakh crores. In 25-26, the year that we finish today, and the new year starts from tomorrow, day after. (15-16) was 2.24 lakh crores. 25-26, which is ending today, stands at 7.41 lakh crores. This is a 3.3 times increase in a decade, within 10 years. Assam is today one of the fastest growing economy among the states that we know. Then, per capita income, so it is important that people derive the benefit. So per capita income has risen from 2020-21 I'm comparing. In 2020-21, it was 1.03 lakh rupees. Today, that is for the year end 24-25, for the year ending 24-25, it is 1.59 lakh rupees. 1.03 has become 1.59 lakh rupees. 54% increase in just 4 years. The fiscal numbers are also equally stark. Assam's share of central tax devolution in the latter years of Congress rule was approximately 10,000 crore per year under Congress. In 25-26, this year, which we end today, that figure is 50,000 crores, 5 times more than what it was in the last year of Congress. 2014, since 2014, total central transfers to Assam, tax devolution plus grants in aid, amount to total of 5.61 lakh crores. And tax devolution alone is 3.12 lakh crores. Grants, of course, is 2.49 lakh. In addition to this, the special scheme for building capital investments, for building assets for the states, Assam has received 27,000 crore as 50-year interest-free loans since 2020. Interest-free, 50-year loan, you don't have to repay for 50 years. That amount from the center, 27,000 crore. So when you talk of double-engine government, it is not without reason. These are the kind of benefits a state gets because the kind of planning which happens between the state, understanding the requirement of the state and funding it accordingly. Let me give you 3 examples of what industrial transformation means for Assam. Tata Electronics Semiconductor plant in Jagi Road, Morigaon, which is very close from here. India's first indigenous semiconductor assembly and testing facility has been created. A 27,000 crore investment. 27,000 crore investment expected to produce 48 million semiconductor chips per day. That's the capacity of what they can produce. That's the size and magnitude of that particular unit. So when you're talking of industrialization in 21st century, this is how it reflects, and it's going to benefit the people. And how does it benefit the people? 25,000 to 27,000 jobs being created because of that particular unit. And the irony to state, but I'm not surprised, is Congress opposed this unit. Congress party opposed this unit, and this entire project they didn't want. Of course, they will do it, right? They don't look at issues which are going to be long-term for development of the state, but that is how their politics is. The Numaligarh refinery expansion, tripling of capacity from 3 MMTPA to 9 million metric tons per annum at a cost of 34,000 crore rupees. Look at the size of investment which is coming into Assam. And this single project will meet the petroleum deficit for the entire Northeast. That one unit is going to serve the entire Northeast petroleum requirement. Namrup, ammonia urea plant, which has been revived under the leadership of the current Chief Minister, Himanta Biswa Sarma. How much was that revival? 10,601 crore investment in Dibrugarh, reviving what the Congress allowed to decay and die. It was in such a pathetic situation. And it has taken nearly 4 years of the chief ministers working with the central government and getting it revived. What a fantastic example for what a state can do if the leadership and the party which rules it can lead the state towards. Now, of course, I'll share something which was in a way personal, but it is so relevant for Assam, and I will say this. I visited this Jangi Road unit, Tata OSAT facility, and there it is all clean rooms, precision equipment, and global standard manufacturing. And you heard me just say how much of investment, how much of jobs, and what is the number of chips which are going to come out of it every day. There, I met up with somebody called Vaspati Sarma Bhor, who works there as a head of regional strategy and ecosystem development. She was actually having a well-established career in Canada. She chose to leave that and come to Assam. She came back to Assam, not out of compulsion, but out of opportunity. Because the opportunity was now here and it is her home. There are many such Assamese who are seeing today the opportunity which is being created for young Assam people, and they are leaving all their global careers and coming here because they want to serve the state with the quality and the expertise that they have. It was so touching. She came back to Assam, not out of compulsion, I repeat, because there is opportunity, and opportunity is being created in Assam. That's what it means in terms of human touch and inclusivity. The inclusivity cannot just be spoken. It has to be shown like this for people from different parts of the world belonging to Assam coming back here. So an Assamese professional working in one of the most advanced technological fields in the world, who looked at what is being built in Assam today and decided that this is where she wants to be, this is where the future is. That is why younger people come back. We are not just creating jobs for the local youth, though we are doing that at an unprecedented scale. So we are building an ecosystem so advanced, so globally competitive, that Assamese talent settled across the world is choosing to come back to be at home. Now, I move on to talking about the infrastructure revolution. I know the CM and the rest of them have to go to do their campaigning, but I think it's worth repeating before the media, infrastructure revolution that has happened. Congress built 3 major bridges across Brahmaputra in 50 years. But BJP has built 9 with 5 more in pipeline in just 10 years. That single comparison actually captures everything. The Bogibeel Bridge, conceived in 1985, delayed for 30 years under the Congress rule, inaugurated by Prime Minister Modi in 2018. The work and its speed acquired after Congress left and BJP came into power. The Dhubri Poolbari Bridge at a cost of 4,997 crores, 19-kilometer long Brahmaputra Bridge will cut the travel from 200 to 19 kilometers. The Kumar Bhaskar Verma Setu travel time from North Guwahati to the city went down from 90 minutes to just 15 minutes. These are the kind of meaningful asset creation which has happened for public good, which has got to be noticed and remembered, particularly at an election time. And we are building India's first road-cum-rail tunnel under the Brahmaputra, an engineering marvel. The Gopur Numaligarh tunnel, Cabinet had approved it in February 2026, which will cut a 6-hour journey to just 20 minutes. 6-hour long journey cut down to 20 minutes. This was literally unthinkable under Congress because they don't think for future. 24,000 kilometers of roads have been upgraded. The railway budget, I want to speak about this for a minute. The average annual railway budget for the Northeast, entire Northeast, under the UPA was 2,122 crores. In 25-26, this year, which is ending today, it is 10,440 crores annual average, 5-fold increase. Under BJP, 1,840 kilometers of new railway tracks have been commissioned in the entire Northeast. In Assam, 100% electrification, rail electrification has been achieved. Imagine if we were running on diesel or on any other fuel, you would still have some minor disruptions. Today, because of electricity, railways run peacefully, no disruption. The Northeast first Vande Bharat Express now runs between Guwahati and New Jalpaiguri. Aviation Udan scheme operationalized airports, 4 airports, Jorhat, Tezpur, Leelabari and Roopsi. 4 airports that Congress had left dormant. They could have revived it for better connectivity of the Northeast, better connectivity of Assam. Waterways, I don't need to say, the world's longest river cruise, MV Ganga Vilas, benefited Assam. Here's a line, you may think it's a bit of a philosophical line, but I want to say it. Earlier, a reference of rivers in Assam meant, oh, floods, oh, problem, oh, challenge, oh, the dredging of the sand and so on. No, but BJP under the Chief Minister, guided by Honorable Prime Minister, saw an opportunity and said river water cruising. Get tourism back to Assam. Let it be the gateway for the entire Northeast. Inland waterways improved. Now I come to the most sensitive. Peace. Everything that you do depends on stability and peace that prevails in the state. Assam today is at peace. Assam continues to show peace is sustainable. And that's what is the biggest achievement, I would think. There are a lot to speak about, but 2007 alone, under Congress, 474 incidents of attacks, 287 civilians died. 2007, peak. And before that also every year something. I'll just give you the average. That year, 128 civilians lost their lives, and that is the average every year. Assam's people, 128 of them died every year, every single year, for 10 years. But look at the change which has happened now. In 2016, after this government took charge, immediately from 128 a year deaths, it was brought down to 99 only. Yes, every life is precious, but not at 128. It's coming down. 2017, only 12 civilians killed. We need to improve. 2018, 14 civilians died. But between 19 and 23, 24, 0 deaths. That's the achievement of this government. And that's what is peace reward. The dividend that you get of maintaining peace. Human lives are saved. And I will not go into the details of how many incidents. Comparison is so stark. Better government, better peace, better stability, better development. Welfare is at its scale. 2019, when Jal Jeevan mission was launched, only 1.76% of rural households in Assam were covered with drinking water. Today, that is at 81.65%. Where is 1.76 in 2019 and where is 81.65 as of 2023-24? PM Awas Yojana, 20 lakh houses have been given. Arunodaya, that very important scheme which the Chief Minister launched, India's largest state-level direct benefit transfer scheme. No other state has done it. The largest scheme, direct benefit transfer to citizens, 40 lakh families receive 1,250 every month. So 9,000 crores have been transferred in March 2026. Let's remember all these numbers. 1.75 Ayushman cards covering 92% of Assam population. Very important data, 77,702 crore loans have been disbursed under the PM Mudra scheme. That many number of small people have got money to run their own businesses. I come to a very sensitive issue for the Chai Bagan. 4.5 lakh families are now receiving land pattas for the first time under the mission Basundhara. Chai Bagan workers are the poorest of the poor. They live in such pathetic condition. Here is a chief minister who thought they should get land pattas so that they can have some possession on which, let us say, you build PM Awas Yojana Ghar and give them so that they have a permanent roof over their head and a land on which they can say, this is mine. Like that, one other very unique achievement of the Honorable Chief Minister. 7 dedicated cancer hospitals have been built. No other state. And I say this not because of a sense of pride, but the sensitivity with which this government works. No other state in India has a government sector cancer hospital network. 7 of them, and they are all interconnected, sharing their best practices and help people. And this is not elections may come, elections may go. But this kind of achievement will never disappear. And people of Assam will remember it. And just remember, 150 crore was all that was given for health sector. Today, 9,000 crore per year is being built for these 6 medical colleges, other than the 7 cancer hospitals. 6 medical colleges which are being built, 6 medical colleges which were built under the Congress, but today 15 are operationalized hospitals in Assam. From 16 it has become 15. You have 16 more planned which are coming sooner. So the hospital and medical coverage which are being given is going to be biggest. In the budget which I announced on 1st February, National Mental Health Institute, which is in Tezpur, is now going to be a regional apex center. That was announced in the central budget. And again, most important when I'm talking, sorry, I'm not going to take more of your time. I'm sure you want to hear further from the Chief Minister himself. Identity and pride of Assam, which all of us honor from BJP. We respect it so much. I want to highlight what few things have been done. 84-foot Lachit Borphukan statue, unveiled in Jorhat, March 2024. In July 2024, the Charaidev Moidam received UNESCO Heritage Recognition, which is so unique. The mound burial system of the Ahom dynasty have got the recognition in the UNESCO. It happened because the state government and the central government worked together on that. 498 crore Ma Kamakhya Divya Lok Pariyojana, which is something which the Chief Minister thought, started working on it. I think it's a statement of civilizational pride. This year's budget, we've announced Buddhist circuit and recognition of some of the Assam's heritage sites. Even more, Assam immediately invokes the rhino in our minds, the rhinoceros. Rhinoceros poaching has come down between 2022 and 2025. Since the poaching has come down, you have a number increase in Kaziranga alone from 2048 to 2613 just in Kaziranga, and in entire Assam 3,000 rhinos are roaming safely now from poachers. So one more, 46 Padma awards have been given to Assam because we recognize Assam's talent, we honor its heroes and protect its heritage. Lastly, remember in 1983, the IMDT Act was passed, whereby illegal immigrants could not be sent out. They passed it. Supreme Court of India came out in 2005 to say, strike down this act because it is unconstitutional and it is the biggest hurdle and main impediment to identifying and deporting illegal immigrants. If that was in 83, Congress never forgot. They went on doing this. They also brought in almost 32 years, I want to say, Assam lived under extraordinary law of AFSPA because Congress could not bring peace, because they did not want to bring peace, because insurgency, like illegal immigration, was the main political tool of Congress, not a problem to be solved for them. And therefore, the entire state of Assam, every district in Assam was under AFSPA since 1990. For 32 years, Assam has been living like that. Today, that's not the case. You have seen peace brought in by the government. And finally, I did remind you, between 2001 and 2015, under Congress rule, no Indian can forget this. No Assami can forget this. Assam suffered 810 bomb blasts that killed 471 people. In the same period, eight major ethnic clashes happened, 535 loss of lives was recorded. Now, I won't take more of your time, I'm finishing. Here is what is the record that we want to show before the people of Assam. You're seeing it every day. Today, we have come out with a 31-point Sankalp Patra. Prime Minister visited Northeast 77 times. Whereas you had a Prime Minister earlier who was an MP from Assam who probably just visited 4, 5 times, 10 times, not more than that, not more than 10 times for the entire Northeast. But this is the record which Honorable Prime Minister himself is monitoring, and this Sankalp Patra today has such important points for the future and the development of Assam. I strongly wish and bow my head and with my hands folded, appeal to every Assami, to every Assam voter to please remember this record and vote for BJP, vote for Kamal, support Himanta Biswa Sarma and support the Honorable Prime Minister. Thank you.